I did not have a single symptom. And I think that is probably one of the scariest parts of the entire story, but also one of the most intense and beautiful parts of the story, because I still got to do 7 years in aviation, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. But when I was 15 years old, I was dancing 6 days a week and wanted to be a professional, wanted to go on Broadway, wanted to go to Juilliard, and I started with the only thing that could possibly have started this whole journey was back pain. And I had back pain pretty severe. It was only in my lower back. I attributed it to being a full-time dancer. I mean, we were raised at a professional studio. I was dancing 40 hours a week, like a full-time job at a, middle school and high school student. So we only really attributed the back pain to dance. So when I was 15, back pain started. Fast forward to 17, I had my very first scan. We went to a neurologist because the back pain got so much worse. So we went to a neurologist with my mom, and she asked symptoms and history, and the only symptom I had was back pain, and she asked family history. So my mom's mom, my grandma, had multiple sclerosis. I hope I'm saying that right, otherwise known as MS. And so we told the neurologist that my mom's mom had that, and I'm having really severe back pain for a 17-year-old. So she wanted to do a number of tests, and she ran, full body scan. She ran a lumbar puncture for autoimmune. She ran blood tests. I did a night in the hospital. 17 years old, it was a lot, but I was so desperate to figure out the back pain. So we got all these tests back, and every single one of them was clean. No MS, no autoimmune, no blood issues, no nutrition issues, nothing was wrong. But on accident, they found a spot in my brain. So when I was 17 and they called us back in for the results, it was, go strengthen your core. You probably have, back pain from your core. Go strengthen it. Pilates, yoga, chiropractor, acupuncture, everything, but your back's fine. However, we found a small thing in your brain. And at 17, it was like, I was getting ready for college auditions. I didn't even really tell anyone in high school. I think I only mentioned it to 1 or 2 friends at the time, like, oh yeah, there's this thing in my brain. And she referred me to a neurosurgeon, which was the neurosurgeon that was in charge of my care for 9 years of my life. And I say was because that's a very pivotal part of my story. She referred me to a neurosurgeon and said, have him monitor it. You don't have any symptoms. It's really small. And we'll go from there. So I think this is part 1. And if this is part 1, we've got part 100, because girls got a lot to say about this subject. And I do want to talk about how I'm dealing with it, and life after it, and making friends, making a community, finding a support group, doing my day-to-day life with me. Like, if you want to join this crazy life I've started to develop, then I would love to have you. And my biggest thing is I want to help somebody else.